Welcome back guys to another video. Bringing you another comparison video, and this is going to be old Clone Army Customs versus the new Clone Army Customs. So yeah, this is going to be a comparison over printing quality, designs, the difference between just time periods, and just showing you the difference between what an old minifigure looks like compared to a new one. So if you haven't gotten Clone Army Customs in a long time, if you still have the originals, this is kind of just showing you guys, there is a very good upgrade on quality and stuff to today's standards. So yeah, so let's start off with showing the front. As we can see, we are comparing the Clone Trooper boost from the Wolf Pack. So yeah, the old one is on the right, new one's on the left. And just off the bat, you guys can tell there is a color difference. The one on the right is more of a kind of a turquoise, and then the one on the left is more of a sand blue, more of the accurate Wolf Pack colors. The leg printing is just about the same. If you guys can tell, it's just about the same. The knee pads are a little bit different, a little bit thicker on the newer one. The kind of hip kind of pads right there go down a little bit farther than the old one, a little bit thinner. The printing on the torso is just about the same as well. It got that little stripe going up near the top of the chest towards the neck. The one on the left is a little bit thicker, again different colors. And then taking off the legs right here, as you guys can tell, it's just a little bit different. There's a closer comparison. The one on the right is decaled, I believe, or it's some type of printing that's not pad printing. If I remember it, I'll put a little annotation on the screen. But there's that. The helmet print, different helmets, of course. They used Aerolite back in the day compared to their own custom, injected molds, right here for their new ones that are a little bit more accurate, a little bit closer to the Lego version, so it looks better. But then, if you take off the helmets, they used to come with just clone heads, and then nowadays you can either get just plain black heads, or you can get their printed heads, which the printed heads are like $1.50, which personally I've never seen the reason why to get a printed head like that. I mean, it's just an extra $1.50, and you're never going to see it. I mean, that's like, for a fact you're going to be taking off this helmet. But the heads, it's kind of whatever. Heads with clones, really just, you're never going to see them, really. And if when you do, you can always switch them out, to the one you need. So, there's that. Let's move on to the arms, I guess. You guys can tell my old boost has a little bit of the arm fading away. Pretty much all of it on this side. So I'll actually compare this side, which... yeah, I mean, again, my boost is a little bit, it's about 7 years old, 6 years old now, so it is a little bit, faded away. But, again, just black hands, and then the arms, obviously the newer one looks better, it's pad printed instead of whatever the other printing is. And then the helmet, there's the spots for the, visors, the range finders, the floodlights, on the helmet right there, unlike the older one. And then just the print itself, as you guys can tell, the little markings underneath the visor is pretty much the same. The top is pretty much the same, aside for the newer one has a smaller logo, so that's always better. And then moving on to the back, guys, the helmet is about the same as well, same print. The newer one's just kind of missing that bottom print right here. And then the back of the torso is about the same again. I think if this older boost, was brand new still, it'd look about the same. Then just no back leg, no side or back leg printing here, which that's always fine. So there's pretty much the comparison versus boost, and I just kind of want to toss this old CAC figure up as well. There's no helmet on this guy, but I believe this used to be a Captain Fordo or a Captain Rex. Kind of just looking at the old, capes here. Here's the pauldron, the waist cape. Different material, definitely, frays a lot more. Definitely worse quality than the newer ones. Once again, clone head. Just a look at the printing. There's better look at some nicer, arm printing on these figures. Yeah, then the leg printing, torso printing got a little bit going on. And, yeah, so that's pretty much the comparison versus new versus old. I just kind of want to make this cool video idea. The original idea goes to brix Minifigs 1078 on YouTube. You guys probably know who he is. He made a video about this on a different figure, the 501st clone, about a week ago now. And I know Packer or Drew or Packer 221 will be making one as well on a different figure. So it's kind of all cool how we all have different CAC figures. So this is going to be for sale. I'm selling this after this. That's kind of why I bought it. I bought it for this video, idea itself. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. Tell me down in the comments how you guys like this. I got the new background going. And yeah, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. See you guys later. Bye.